reviewing my followers' calisthenics unpopular opinions. Skillflation is cope and planche is not a hard skill to achieve, and basically anyone could do it. Wow, I like that take. Strong start to the episode. Kind of hot, kind of spicy. Let's break it down. Now, I think the reason for skillflation is just the maturity of the sport. You're seeing people from, experienced athletes finally posting now. So you're finally seeing these things online with the growth of social media. With the new athletes joining the sport, they have more exposure to these high-level athletes, high-level skills. So when things become more normalized, kind of breaks that mental barrier, and it just gives you more confidence to go for these moves. In addition, there's more education, more tutorials, better training methods compared to like 5 years ago. Now, provided that you have the right fundamental strength and also the right training knowledge, I think that this is possible. 1.5 years, 1.5 hours every day. Sure, the dedication in itself is the difficult part. Because imagine if I said to you, being a doctor is easy. All you gotta do is just like study for 10 years, like 8 hours every day. Yeah, it's fine. Like, hang on, it might be a little bit easier said than done. Like, I understand for us calisthenics athletes, we enjoy the training, right? We have that fire in the belly, we got the passion. So for us to be like, that's light. But for the average Joe, how much time do they actually have to dedicate to levitating with their feet off the floor? Do they have other responsibilities in life? Again, that just comes down to the question. So yes, if you have all the prerequisites and you can dedicate yourself, sure, but dedicating is the hard part. Bosu ball isn't as impressive as people think is a take that I think is objectively true. Not coming from me, coming from other Bosu athletes that I've been following. I think I'm seeing more and more Bosu athletes now come and pull out the curtain and say, this really cool thing that we do is actually not as difficult as doing a regular variation. For me, still full props to them. The Bosu ball skills are still impressive. However, this information is coming from the horse's mouth, and I think for the casual viewer, it might be a crazy take, but if you've been following the Bosu athletes, I think we've heard this take a few times now. One leg anything is useless, planche or front lever. Now, I'm going to slightly disagree with this take. I don't think any exercise is completely useless. I think they do have their use cases. However, for this one, in most cases, I would say it's suboptimal. However, there is some benefit for one of your legs being straight. However, a lot of people also make the mistake of one of their legs being like tucked in to their chest, when I think you get more benefit if it's in an advanced tuck position. So for me, I do use one leg variations in the front lever pull up and also for entering the planche protraction, but it's quite rare that I use this progression. So yeah, kind of agree, but also kind of disagree. That's it for this video. If you have more unpopular opinions, send it through. Maybe we can get episode 2.